Hey guys, I've got a little different of a video for us today. As you know or may not know if you're new to my channel, I am a stay-at-home mom full-time. I also have various side gigs I do, but today we're going to focus on the stay-at-home mom part. I have a 4-year-old son. Well, he's actually 4.5 now, so he's got one more year before he starts kindergarten. So he's officially in pre-K basically. Well, with everything going on, we decided to keep him home for another year versus putting him in preschool. So I'm going to go through 7 things that I find essential for homeschooled preschool on a budget. Now, yeah, I say on a budget because there's a ton of resources and things you can buy that are just plain awesome, but I know that not everyone can afford things like that. So there's just some things that you can do without. So I'm going to go through my supply list and share where I got it and the type of deals I've gotten in the past or present. And yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know below. And I hope you give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, let's just get started. So as a disclaimer, I don't have like a degree in early childhood. I did take a couple of classes. I had switched my major at one time, and then I switched it back into hospitality. I know there's hospitality and early childhood. I love children, always have and always will. And I worked at a preschool as an aide for about 4 years when I was living in Hawaii. So I started at the age of 18 and until I left there. So I learned a bunch of tricks along the way, and I don't expect any of you to have the same experience. So this is why I'm posting this video, to help us all along. And yeah, I'm kind of a cheapskate if you can't tell by my videos. And yeah, there's just some really good things you can get. So starting off, yeah, all my things are on the floor here, so don't mind me if I bend over and look weird. But so first of all, what I think is really important is to take your children outside. Right now it's easy to say because it's summer, it's warm out, you can do water, anything really, go for a walk. Now it gets a little trickier when it gets cold. I'm in Kentucky, so it gets decently cold around February, but we can still basically go for a walk or even a bike ride. We don't get much snow or even ice since I've lived here. But yeah, it's important to take your kids out for like a nature walk, you can call it, and just talk to them, point out things you see, have them ask questions and answer as much as possible. I like to have things like outdoor chalk. This was part of a 15-pack I got at Walgreens last year for like, it was under $1. Or I know Dollar Tree sells like a 4-pack, and even like Walmart and stuff, you can get some cheap chalk, and they go through it relatively quickly, but it's just fun for them to do outside. If you're not a fan of that, you can do bubbles. Bubbles are nice and cheap. And another trick I learned at preschool from my boss was a pail of water and like a big paintbrush. So they can just write with water on the ground. And it sounds funny, but if you try it, it's really fun. And yeah, both of those things can be really cheap, under $1 each. So yeah, remember to take your kids outside. It's important for their growth and their learning, and it's nice because they could burn off some energy that way too. So really important for you as well. So the rest of the things I have are like more for indoor, like kind of like sitting at the table type deals. And like I said, it's important to take your kids outside, but once they burn off some energy, they usually are able to sit still, where you could do some form of circle time. I might share a video on that later. I try to at least have sit down time with my son. We might sing some songs, we might not, might read a book, might not, and just go over some things. And after that, we'll do some sit down at the table work. Now I know this doesn't work for all kids, and the way I like to introduce it is like fun. I like to switch it up a lot, so I have multiple things. So first things first, now this is a really thin book, and I'm gonna share with you why I like the thinner books versus the really thick, like $8 ones you get at Costco or Walmart. So these were 2 for $1.89 at Aldi last week. So if you have an Aldi, go and check, because that is a good price for these thin books. I know they also sold these at the Target dollar spot, and Dollar Tree always has them year round, at least in the ones around me. There's a good selection there. And I like the thin ones because it keeps my son's attention. You know, I mean, just really simple. And he likes the bright colors, I think. And I like that in these thinner books, there's a bunch of different activities versus some of the thick ones. It goes through the alphabet. Yeah, okay, find the letter, you know, circle the letters, you know, learn the sound, write the sound. Well, when they do it every day or every week, it gets kind of boring to them. So I might do this a couple days a week, and I might do a different one for the other couple days, and one of the days I might skip it. To me, when they're like 4, they don't need focus. I mean, even in kindergarten, they truly don't do stuff like that. They switch it up. So yeah, that's really important to me. And these are nice and cheap too. So I love those, and so does my son. And I couldn't find it. I tried to save it, but I think he had finished the workbook. But there's one that you can even cut and paste. Like it had the pictures, and you had to figure out what the sound was for the letter. And yeah, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but yeah, check out the Dollar Tree. They even have character ones, which I'm not a fan of the character learning supplies, but if your kids are really into princesses or something like that, they do have quite a bit. Mickey Mouse, yeah, they always have stuff like that. Here's a couple, and I'm gonna put some resources down below in the description box if I remember. If I don't remember, please let me know. I've got, I think, about 3 or 4, but I'm gonna mention 2 right now. This is printed off from the Relaxed Homeschool. Now, I printed this a while ago, so you may or may not have to pay for it. Not really sure right now. Forgot to look into that. But yeah, this is just print-offs. So if you don't want to go to the store and buy like workbooks or worksheets, it has all the letters. Yeah, print them off at home. You do go through quite a bit of paper, just to warn you. And I did it on both sides to save some paper. So that was from the Relaxed Homeschool. And I also got this from themeasuredmom.com. And same thing, it's the letter, and they have to, it's learning phonics, so finding all the pictures and coloring it in, and you can, they also have it in lowercase too. But yep, some good worksheets, some good options. Some more sitting and writing materials. I got this from, yeah, this was from the Target dollar spot last year, but I know they've carried these again for watching other people's Target hauls and stuff this year. But yeah, this is the paper it came with it, and I like my son to do the shapes. So, and yeah, you could put whatever, I've done it where I've taken these worksheets and put it in here so that they're reusable. And yeah, with just a dry erase marker. I love Expo markers, but you can get some cheap ones at Target, Walmart, whatever. Another option. This one I love. I have 2 of these because once this one gets worn out, I'll open the other one. This was from the dollar store, and I know they sold it at other stores as well. It's a dry erase, and he likes it. Letting him practice write his name and letters and numbers. Yeah, really cheap materials. And last but not least, if you don't get to get any of those things right now, you can always go to a composition book for 50 cents at like Staples or really anywhere right now, right? The fun thing about a composition book is if you're someone who likes to keep things, which I personally am not, I let him do things seasonally. We love it. We'll put it up on the fridge and then we'll throw it away. I don't keep very many, right now anyways. I'll keep the special ones. I'll mail it to family and stuff. But if you are a keeper, these are nice because they can practice like writing their name, and you can date it and draw pictures and stuff, and you can see the progression. So it's nice to have a journal if you're into something like that. Okay, going along with the, like, I guess the things you write on are like things like this. I even have the rose art ones. I know people hate on rose art, but these are much more superior, but the rose art ones to me are okay. I recommend Twistables. Yeah, you can get a pack of crayons right now at Walmart or Target for 50 cents, the Crayola brand. But those just break so easy, and kids are like hard on crayons. Even the thick ones, like the jumbo crayons, they just snap way too easily. These last. These I think were like $2 or $3 at Walmart. And yeah, there's only 10 of them, but these last a while, like over a year. So once this box gets all broken, I'll throw it in a plastic bag and then it lasts. So some good writing utensils, and I like having a variety of utensils. You could do like colored pencils if you're okay with it, washable markers. I know a lot of parents hate that, but if you keep them at the table, even put a tray under them, they love it because it's something different. And I also think like things like watercolors. This is like $2. Or you can get the dollar one at Dollar Tree, but they're not the greatest. These also last a good few months, even if your kid paints all the time. So yeah, some like art materials, writing materials. Oh, I also forgot pencils. Like, yeah. I personally like the Ticonderoga pencils, and they make junior ones for a littler child. That's what he learned to write his name with. They work really well. I think they're $3 or under. I had a hard time trying to figure out like what to name it. I'm just saying on a budget for this group of items, because like there's a few things here too that cost more than a few dollars. But for the most part, they're all pretty cheap. And this is the time of year to buy it because the prices are lower. If you wait till say January, it probably will go up in price. I've noticed that about like a pack of Crayola crayons. So yeah, stock up now while you can, at least just for the year. I stock up for more than that because I like to shop the clearance sales at like Walgreens and stuff. But yeah, moving on. I'm just going off topic here. Some scissors. I got this on clearance, I think, last year at Target, but yeah, you can get a pair of scissors at Walmart or anything for a couple bucks. It is important for a pre-K child to know how to cut, like at least a straight line, and then once they cut a straight line, you can do shapes like, you know, triangle, square, and then eventually like a circle. And they learn really quickly. You'll be surprised. Make sure that you teach them, you know, where the thumb goes and the rest of the fingers. And once they get that, they get it really quick. Yeah, you'll have to supervise for a while so that, like, especially if your kids have long hair, yeah, to not do things like that or cut their clothes. But yeah, it's important. Cheap pair of scissors and some glue. I also have like the squeeze glue, but yeah, little Elmer's thing of glue. Like I said with the writing, it's important to switch things up. So he'll cut and paste like a couple times a week. And yeah, it keeps things fresh so that he doesn't get tired, so it doesn't feel like school work ever. It's just playing with mommy, really. Okay, next thing, and this is something that's, it wasn't really cheap, but I did get it on sale. I got it a while ago. This is Kinetic Sand, and you can do anything. Like Flarp is $1 for a good sized container at Dollar Tree, Play-Doh, anything like that. You can make slime, which I haven't done with my son yet. He's played with slime, like bought slime, but actually no, he might have done it at the library or something last year. But anyways, I like to do some kind of like not tangible, you know what I mean, something hands-on other than art, and he loves it. Like I said, Play-Doh, it's classic. Of course, you're gonna have to supervise for a while. It might make a mess, but they're learning. Learning sometimes equals mess. And a trick for Play-Doh, sand, just like the watercolors and the markers, if you have a tray, should have grabbed mine. I know they sell them at the at the dollar spot at Target, but yeah, it's a good sized tray, and they might spill it on the floor, but it contains most of the mess. So I like to do a tray with, it's in the baggie right now, but this is like where did I even get that from? Like, it was from a food thing from Costco. Like, it had like the not roast beef, like pulled pork or something in it. I keep those and I recycle. And so there's some sand in there. There's some, what are they, dinosaurs right now. And we switched the animal out, and I have like zoo animals and sea animals and stuff. So we switched those out. And those were like $1 for the little tube. They were just the cheap ones. And I think, I don't even know where he got those from, but like sandcastle things. And you could do like cookie cutters or anything. And those things you can find relatively cheap. And so I dumped only about a third maybe of this. And this has lasted him months. And yeah, you're gonna have to sweep it up and stuff, but it's really fun. It's good to get their hands busy, something like that. So, and last but not least, what I find really important is just talking to your child, not with baby talk, like an actual, human, just limiting the baby talk and just talking to them about the world around them. And a good way to do that is through books. It's extremely important. These are a couple of my son's favorites. Now this one is, it says $8.99, but I know for a fact I didn't do that. I know I got this when they were on sale somewhere. This is a while ago, but he likes From Head to Toe because it makes him act things out. Yep. Things like this are good when he doesn't get to play outside on like a really stormy day or something, really cold day in the winter. But yeah, that book. And another favorite of both of ours is Blue Hat, Green Hat, which sounds kind of like a baby book for his age, but it really isn't, because once you help him out a little bit, he reads the book, and that it helps with word recognition. I really want to find more books similar to this, like the same idea, where it's like he could tell what it says, like, green shoes, yellow shoes, whatever. But yeah, so if you have any suggestions for me, please comment below, because he loves this book and I love that he can read to me. So yeah, books are really important. So yeah, that's the end of that. I know I'll think of a bunch more when I'm done filming this, but I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Again, I will I will put some other like homeschooled preschool websites below in the description box. If you're new to my channel, I hope you subscribe, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Bye.